Guys, Tom Auger here with a crazy Figma tip slash ChatGPT hack that you might find super helpful in populating large tables and columns using kind of real world data. So here I am, I've typed in a prompt in ChatGPT and asked it to generate a table of values that are relevant to the UI that I'm mocking up. And it's done a great job, as always, creating pretty realistic. This is an audit log for activities within a software application. And so it's pretty useful here. But I'm not going to be able to use this in any meaningful way because, this is a table. And see, I need to do it column by column because in Figma, because we don't have full table grid support yet, you kind of have to kludge together a table and you've got to choose whether you're doing it column-wise or row-wise. And best practices are to do your tables in Figma column-wise. So we really need to be able to copy and paste sort of elements from a column. So the next thing I've done in ChatGPT is I've created a little prompt here that says retranscribe the table pivoted without modification so that the rows become columns, the columns become rows. And then I asked it to create it as a comma-separated list of strings and include the header, which is more for my organizational purposes. So basically, the goal is to be able to individually copy and paste each of the new rows into another system's text input field as a list of comma-separated values, one row at a time. So of course, ChatGPT dutifully goes off and does that. And if I hit the edit button, now I've got this awesome list of things that you can see that they're comma separated. So let's just try this with the user column. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to select this entire list just like that with copy. There we go. I've copied it now. And now we're into Figma. And here I've got a predefined component called a table that I've created. And the table is made up of columns. And you can see here, if I edit this specific column, I can change the column type to maybe text centered. There we go. And I'll change the name to this like a username. Okay, and then what I'll do here is I'll select each of these fields, and the easiest way to do this, and it's going to be off screen, so apologies, is just a shift select in the layers menu to select all of these fields. So now this is where the magic is. It's down here with this sort of AI auto-generate actions kind of thing. And one of the cool actions that you can do here is a rewrite action. So I can write a little prompt here, and there's going to be an AI that runs through it, and it's remarkably smart. So I can say replace each occurrence of centered. I'm actually getting a little verbose here. With an item from the following comma separated list. Let's spell it right. List of values, and then in the exact order provided. All right, and then I say this is the list. This is probably not even necessary, and I hit paste. And now check this out, rewrite. And it thinks, and boom. And that's the exact order, and boom, it just goes and does it. Just goes and does it. All right, let's try another one. Let's do something a bit more complicated. Let's go and set this to text left, and I'm going to call this one description. So I'm going to go and grab the description field, and I better set my width of the entire element to hug so that it'll grow. You'll see why in a second. Let's do that. Okay, and then back to ChatGPT, and I've got this description column here. There we go. So I've got that. Let's just take the whole thing. Okay, that's taking way longer than I wanted. Let's just go and zip over there. Holy moly, that's long. Okay, copy that. And we're going to do exactly the same thing. So once again, I'm going to select the first cell because each of these columns is actually another component. So there's nested components here. So you don't want to mess with it too much. So I'm just selecting it here in the layers palette. I've got them all selected. And then again, I'm going to hit that rewrite. And so I'm going to say replace left. I'm going to say actually replace the phrase left aligned with a phrase from the following separated list of values in the exact order provided. It'd be nice to be able to turn this prompt into a little bit of a tool so that you don't have to retype this every time. Here is the list. And I'm just going to paste it in. And let's see if we can figure that one out. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. And you can see that it actually is lining up with the exact order in which it was originally generated. So, for example, this one here by the admin is updating a user role, so forth. So it actually completely matches. So hope this tip was really helpful to you. It's a massive, massive time saver. And until Figma builds they probably won't bother building better tools like we had in the Adobe version or the Adobe product, because now with AI, there's all kinds of other ways of getting the job done, and this is one of them. So hope this is helpful. Do the old like, comment, subscribe, do all those things in YouTube if you feel like it. Otherwise, thanks so much for watching.